Hey YouTube, so today is Monday, March 30, 2020. I'm going to go over some books today, not my usual thing. Usually it's all about gardening, some beekeeping, but today I'm going to go over some literature that's good to have on hand and some of the ones I've read, one I'm getting into, and we'll get into it. So here's a pretty much first book, back to basics. It's pretty much covers all Swiss Army book of just living off the land and doing things yourself. So this covers pretty much everything from gardening to shoeing horses. Good book. Probably find it on Amazon bookstore. Sometimes you find it in that cheap rack for like $9.99 or whatever. Okay. My second book is for people that are stuck at home. You guys are at home, just sitting on the couch or whatever. Or maybe you guys have a project in mind, but you're not really sure on how to do it. Obviously, YouTube is awesome. I love YouTube. I learn a lot of things from YouTube, but it's good to have books on hand. So I love to read. I have a lot of books. Okay, so the second one is do it yourself. This is everything from, you learn wallpaper, how to lay floors, plumbing, electrical, things like that. Obviously, with electrical, it's minor. You want to consult an electrician, obviously. Anytime you have any, projects that you don't know, like plumbing, electric, anything of that nature, HVAC, call somebody who knows what they're doing. You don't want to get hurt. If you have common knowledge about that thing, then you'll know about your permits and things you do need with certain projects. So with that being said, good book. I mean, if you wanted to reset a door or something, put a new window, good book. Alright. Another book. I just recently got this one from it's like a huge warehouse store with a bunch of randomness and cheap stuff. So I think it's called the Colonel or what's it called? Doesn't matter. Anyways, some weird store, but they have a lot of stuff there. And I found this, and what caught my eye to this was this guy, because anybody who knows the website Instructables, this guy's on there. So that should give you an idea of kind of what's on here. It's like gardening and water systems and things of that nature. So good book to have on hand, in case you gotta convert to other things. Okay, well, with the current events, if you will, there's a couple other books I've read that are good to have on hand, because we don't know where this thing's going. It's one of those things where you hope for the best, plan for the worst, and just kind of do what you gotta do. So for people that are wanting to be more self-sufficient and not be so afraid, obviously you got to prepare things. So one of the books that I have read that is really good is by Cody Lundin, When All Hell Breaks Loose. That's a good one. And he has another one that says Getting Out of Hell Alive or something like that. Really, really good. 98.6 Degrees, The Art of Keeping Your Ass Alive. That's what it is. Very good book to have. And this thing covers how to purify water, what to do in certain events, and why you wouldn't want to leave your house lights on if you had a generator in a very serious downgrade situation. Things like that. Really good book. A lot of common sense stuff in here. I liked it. It was a good read. And for you people that are like, I don't like reading books like that, and you're more into fantasy fiction or something, this is not only an entertaining book, but it teaches you things. Of course, it's zombie based by Max Brooks, but there's a lot of things in here that just pretty much, are standard things. He gets into the zombies and their characteristics and what have you. But, close combat, slings and arrows, equipment, vehicles, terrain types, let's see here, public spaces, and things like that. Strategies. Really good book. I liked it. It was a good read. Good to have a book like that. There's a couple books I don't have on the table, like Army Rangers Guide to Survival. That's a good book to have. And in current times, with everything going the way it is, this is the book that I am reading, which is very interesting. And this is a old book, but it's worth a read. This book was written by Dr. Ron Paul in 2015, so it ain't that old, but it's old enough. So, good book. Alright, now we're going to get into my specialty, I guess. We'll start off with this. For people out there who are like looking to get into bees, if you keep thinking about it, that means you want to do it. So if you want to do it, give it a try. There's books like the Beekeepers Lab. I actually have a couple more books somewhere. I have no idea where they are right now, but a couple of the bee books. And there's the Beekeepers Bible as well. This one's written by Kim Lehman. Again, you can get online, get these books pretty much anywhere on Amazon. This book is rated $24.99 US. I'm sure you can get a deal on it, but it covers a lot of different stuff. Things you can do with beeswax, honey, how to process honeycomb, fun projects. Let's see here. Yeah, how to make chapstick, oil, how to feed your bees, things, just good book. But if you want to get into bees, something like this would be ideal after you learn the basics and you know the difference between a drone, a worker bee, a queen, all that fun stuff. So, and this has some of that in there as well. Okay, a lot of people on this next subject is kind of touchy because a lot of people have lost their jobs and they're scared. They don't know what to do. They don't know where the next meal's coming from, who's going to pay the rent, and I don't know what the government is doing or isn't doing to help people in this situation. I try not to watch the news that much, but in light of current situation, it's kind of almost impossible to not. So here's a book called, it's a Square Foot Gardening, High Value Vegetables, and I highly recommend this book. It's $17.99 US. This book pretty much covers, pretty much every vegetable that you could possibly sell, the value of it, and what you would get on a return on your investment, an ROI. I like it. I think it's very important, and I'm actually going to start following it and seeing exactly what I can do with that. But in times like this, if you're looking to replace your income. I know this ain't, not for everyone. Everybody's different. If you got a little bit of land and this is something that you think you could do, I would do it. I mean, people got to eat, right? So, and it's getting harder and harder for people to get access to seed. It's getting harder for people to get access to a lot of things. So, I just think if people, had more access to it, or if you just wanted to learn gardening and you knew what to grow, and you could always join a CSA later, or check out your local farmers market after all this madness all of this madness passes over. There we go. And get into that. It's a way to make money. But in today's climate, you're gonna have to learn to do other things and adapt to make it. It's insane, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so there's that book. It's a really good book. I highly recommend it. Always an income opportunity. Okay. This next book is also very important to me because, you know, medicine is not cheap, and if you're not working and you don't have the insurance and that sort of thing. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I a doctor, nor do I claim to play one on TV. However, you know, if you read up on certain things, you can use plants, you know, just to stay healthy. You know, eating vegetables alone is a good thing, and obviously you would go talk to your doctor before doing anything, you know, crazy. But there are natural options, and for like sprains, bumps, bruises, cuts, burns, and this book right here, Do Yourself Herbal Remedies, I think everybody should have one of these on hand. You know, it's does oils and tinctures and things like that. So, very good book, and it's just amazing. Another book is Medicinal Herbs, National Geographic. This book is at, don't even say what the price is. Huh, interesting. Well, I'm sure it costs some money, but probably $9.99 is probably good on sale, but definitely a good book to have. So, those are my books, guys. I hope you like this video. I feel it's very important to educate yourself on anything that you don't know, and you think that thing could be the thing that keeps you and your family afloat. Go learn it. Don't let nothing hold you back. Sometimes we just gotta do what we gotta do, and if you know, if you're not gonna pick up this skill, then who is? If you're waiting for somebody else to pick up these skills and help you out, you're already too late, man. So, I mean, do what you gotta do. I highly recommend, you know, seeing what else is out there. Maybe a different book, same subject, online. Like I said, YouTube is awesome. But I like to have books on hand. So, alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and get out there, grow something, fix something. Have a good one, and be safe. Alright, bye.